honestly, fine. Wait, I'll do that for everybody.
Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, this.
Now let's see what happened again. You see that? He was right there. He was just getting ready. That's got to.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I did this the first time too?
Mm-hmm.
First time I did this. And boom, it hit him. Wait. Yeah, it hit his helmet and then it dropped in. I guess they called it fumble. Wait, did he catch that? 3. It bounced off the ground and he caught it and then he started dipping.
Who do we use? Is those on you from yesterday?
Not a little bit. Ain't nothing but
Come on, bro. You wasting time.
It's automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to break down in the protection.
I intercepted his punch.
Now he's back out
Like
there.
he kicked it, trying to make it
How
up.
far you got?
Frustration after the PAT miss. Fields the swift kick right around the 30.
What it? What's up with it? Oh.
And a terrific return as they finally do stop him before he's inside
The other 13.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now.
That I meant like the whole field.
Almost like it's a sudden
And I make
change,
you
almost like it's a turnover. They gotta go out there and try and stop him. But boy,
God for that.
they're in.
Now a throw to the
Oh,
end
you
zone
can.
on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted.
Boom. Wait.
Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get the next time out.
Yeah, 3 interceptions. That's 3 interceptions.
It's so many seconds, but
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2.
that's what you would be going
As they
easy
get
on
with
me.
a 2nd and 10. Jackson to give to Dobbins.
I ain't even me. I was always in the back. Like Junior.
Just not a whole lot.
I saw you Junior like all the way by himself. And but you know, look.
And it really nice job standing in the proper places.
I just started running in the back.
Lanes opens it up.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
That's fine. That's 11 yards. Lots of yards. Just 2 yards.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Gardner.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have the Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays.
Oh, I
You
see.
usually think
I see
that
this one.
3 yards,
What do
maybe
you
10.
mean, what do you mean,
A huge
There's 2.
pickup as
Watch
the
this
Sticks
too.
make a drastic shift
Watch this
forward.
too.
Move here to run. And he is out of
He
bounds
pushed me
before he
for
gets
you.
it.
I got 7 out of 50 yards.
7.
That's just how Gardner works.
Ground there and goes for 36 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They'll run with Dobbins.
Oh, wait.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So not successful there on the challenge.
I'm
He'll
not
have to be
successful.
careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he can't get rid of it.
It's almost like one guy pushing me.
See what they dial up here in 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively.
No, it's even good like that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to
But
throw.
they took a touchdown.
And that's
He handed that to him.
one-handed. Oh, my. He pulled it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
He barely met the final.
93 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for...
I didn't see that. Look. Boom.
Oh, bro, you gotta eat and go to bed. Still got a whole second half.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for two here, he says. Hurts will throw. To the goal line, and it's incomplete.
Got no truth.
Tough there, good
They don't
pass.
even know
Advance, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play,
That's why I love
focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And the Ravens taking the field.
Oh.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yep.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down, here's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goddard, 52 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete. should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 19 yards. The drive marches forward.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken a third-quarter lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On first down, Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Taking it right down Broadway. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protected.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts, quick slant here to Smith. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Here's Hurts to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll tie things up now at 22. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And now here's another interception. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now Dobbins again on second down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Well, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as and that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to. Yeah. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer.
Oh, just declined. 2 minutes, second.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the person's foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one?
Not like he touched it.
Because someone on the field got confused.
Not like he would have gotten that 50-yard touchdown this time.
Take the yards on that penalty each
Yeah,
and every
let's
time.
come back.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Did you catch it?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
I see the way. Move. It's going down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack. No turnover on downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception.
I respect that. I respect that.
And this is caught.
I respect that.
Oh, man, you got a touchdown. Oh,
This is really sweaty.
I know I was a little nervous.
Quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Oh, yeah, you scored that touchdown.
Now that it's tied again, launching.
Change of possession.
I just needed that one
Go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there.
Thank you.
First play.
No.
After I caught it, I chucked the energy.
Okay.
Could have been up on the point after. They go for 2.
After I caught the ball, like running the teammates came to me, I went, ooh, I chucked him.
Every time we get just extra points on the board, we
Oh, wait,
will,
man.
because really it's
Let me
minimal
get it, let me
difference,
get it.
right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
And they get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jackson and the Ravens here they go. Down by 2. 2:09 to play. How costly of an interception.
But the people went on the camera see how nice gloves. I mean, not gloves, bats. fire
Jackson
back.
on first down.
But their opponents can catch.
Oh, wide open, complete.
Chill. We can talk about this, right?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So you guys let me get a touchdown.
73 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown.
Now they got like
to take
two
the
nice
lead
backs.
away here in the
Hey,
fourth.
coming back. Ah.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
My whole season got two because that one just like this.
He always laying on the ground, bro.
When he would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When he would
Yeah.
line up, go ahead, there's a fake, and now he's going to get to it. It's so great.
Green. And
So risky to
I'm
get
just
15
using.
yards.
It's like, ooh.
Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but
That's
let's
my
go
turn.
reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Thank you, G.
That's darn right.
And one of the kids' names is up his vowels. That's like his last name.
The try.
And then over his touchdown the game that Musa seems like, why are we going to return to the Lakers?
Second touchdown of the
So one of the people who running very quick is like, they had Musa for us. And the other pass was say first reception did like 80 pass, the other reception the other didn't pass. We have receptions for different passes, not always. It's something like they have most they take turns, like who wanted to like back and forth.
You got those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Watch out, right?
And this one recovered by the Hedge team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back.
I know, but you didn't see nothing.
Right. I don't know how I got it.
I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Ooh, that was a nice little.
He's taken down. What a huge play to win the game. And a lot of the loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Throwing, Jackson.
Thank you.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles have just about summed up this football game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, we had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. That one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get another minute to go now in the football game. That one looks like a throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Come on. Yes, they're better.
Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Down inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside
Big dog.
the 10 to
A
the
big
7.
dog.
It's a
Yeah.
gain of
Big
34.
dog team. We got some big dog team.
Quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defense has planned for this all the time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I gotta YouTube this.
To get the victory.
And doesn't feel like it just
Stumbling. On my way.